Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and welcome back to Let's Play Ashes 2063. This is episode 4. So last time, after talking to Smiley in town, we found out that the most likely source of the radio signal is the nearby city. And then we drove all the way here, reached the outskirts, and jumped down into the subway tunnels. So now we're in the Sub-Caverns level. The soundtrack for this level is much more kind of spooky and atmospheric, but I think it's a pretty good track too. Like I said, I don't think there were any bad tracks in this game's soundtrack. So we're in these old subway tunnels, though they don't seem to actually know what they were for. And there's supposed to be a trading post here before we head to Michonne Circle on the other side. Alright, that just opens the door there. But over here is the trading post, which is now just this one guy. So we're doing pretty good on health, and let's see, we got 3 medkits, a regen stim, a purge, yeah. And we have full health and almost full armor. Not doing great on 9 mil, but everything else is pretty much fine. Then 3 pipe bombs. Alright. Don't shoot. Harmless. You with those other fellas? You don't smell like a bandit. What other fellas? The other fellas. Mohawks, tattoos, and bondage gear? Turned up about an hour or 2 before you did. I wouldn't bother following them. Why not? Because your friends were already dead. Told them not to go down there. You won't find them. Go home. Where did they go? The tunnels. Trying to get into the city. Dumb bastards. Safer here. You looking for a place to crash? Plenty of free beds. Why shouldn't I follow them? That's just a loop. Is this South Station? I thought this was a town. Yep, sure is. Make yourself at home. Plenty of food about. My bed is the one in the corner. Just try not to make a mess. You snore? Where is everyone? They left. Most went to the wall. You from there? The others tried to get to Michonne. Haven't seen anyone since. Oh, Bishop is still here, but he won't answer his door. You don't like visitors. Why did they leave? No idea. We had a great thing going. Well, apart from the damp, and the mutants, and the food. Hey, you need a new gang? I'm pretty good with a spanner. Sort of. I need to get to Michonne Circle. Good luck. Those pricks took my last key. No way to get through the gate without it. What gate? We locked the gate down the bottom by the train tracks. Keeps the worst of the tunnels inside where they belong. Mostly. Only way to get to Michonne. Why did they take your key? Those idiots are trying to find some crazy lady on the radio. Next they'll be looking for that golden ball that grants wishes or whatever crazy tale people are saying these days. I guess I'll have to follow them. Your funeral. The door by the entrance will get you down there. I'll leave it open, but don't bring any trouble back here, okay? Oh, and tell Bishop he still owes me a tin of soup. So, confirming there that the vultures are also after this radio signal. Seems like just kind of bad timing for us, since if we'd found that other radio sooner, they wouldn't have known about it. Yet. No shortage of trash roaches. Alright, so he can't really do anything else for us. Pretty much is just there for information. And we're full up on shotgun shells, so we can't grab any more. So, let's head down into the tunnels. You can see we're at South Station there, and we need to get to Michonne Circle. I assume it's called Michonne Circle because it's just a Walking Dead reference, since, again, Boss Jock really does like his post-apocalyptic references. Alright, so before we head down here, we're going to make our save for the episode, Ep.4. That's locked. I really like how this level looks, too. It's not as dark as you would expect. I mean, there are holes to the surface. But I think it's a good mix of, like, dark corners and light shafts like this. Or at least, as much as you can do light shafts in this engine. Seems weird that there's still junk and food lying around this close to where people used to live. And you get another solar lantern there, in case you missed the one in level 2. So I assume this is where Bishop lives, behind this door. But we can't get in there right now. And this is the gate we need the key for. Locked. Well, you can see he was right about the bandits not doing great. Especially this guy. I didn't actually think that would damage me. But we have a new enemy type right here. I believe these things are just called gas bags. And they're not great. I will say these are one of the enemies that are definitely not specifically based on any existing Doom monster. They just want to get up on you and explode. Just spread their spores into your corpse. But as long as you keep sidestepping them, they won't go off. They just kind of rush straight at you. They're also not great at detecting you. I don't think they have ears, because as you can see, they don't give a shit that I'm shooting until you hit them and their eye opens. Just don't want to get hit by that spray. And of course, they have to have buttholes too, or whatever spory equivalent. I want to get kind of close. You can't really get a good look at these things. Except for when they blow up in your face. Yeah, got a little splashed there. I don't know, this just looks so good to me for a Doom engine mod. Obviously there are some that are, you know, fully polygonal, don't even use really sprites at all, but those don't necessarily look better just because they're polygonal. So we want to keep grabbing all this scrap. There is going to be something we want to save up for, so that's why I want to kind of pick up as much as we can. I was going to say we should save up, but I already spent pretty much all of my junk we had in town. I wish I hadn't missed that collectible. Alright, so we need a silver utility key to get in there. That's locked. Pretty much this whole area is locked down at the moment. So aside from killing those gas bags, there wasn't really much reason to come here yet. I do like that guy right there. I think that's a unique sprite. I don't know if you see another infested guy like that. But presumably that's what happens when you get killed by one of the gas bags. Oh, I hear pit fiends. And that stuff is irradiated because it's dripping down from the surface. Because if you remember, the whole reason we're going through this underground is because parts of the city are heavily irradiated. Alright, no going back that way. See, like, this is an area where the solar lantern could kind of come in handy, but again, you can't fight with it, so as soon as something starts attacking you, seriously, you'd have to switch to a gun anyway. Zoltech. See what I mean about the reloading? I'm pretty sure as soon as I reloaded, it drew them to me. This works pretty well against the regular mutants, though. You just take them to Pound Town and there's nothing they can do. Alright, grab some light bullets. I don't think I've missed any secrets yet. There's 7 secrets in this level. Also, there is an entrance to the 1 secret level for this mod, or at least for this episode, which I completely missed in my first playthrough. I had to look it up afterwards because people mentioned that there was a secret level, and I'm like, I didn't see it. So we are going to go there this time and check it out, and I have not seen that level at all, so it's going to be new to me, unlike the rest of this. Alright, so there's the silver utility key. And now we're back at this door. So we head down here. It's actually surprisingly well lit down here. You would think that's a switch, but it's not.
Let's get the hell out of here!
Well, some of them are still alive. But not for long. See, it's extra little details like that that I really appreciate. And you can completely miss that, you know, if you just walk in here, you hear the voice line, hit the switch, and then walk away, you won't even see that little slaughter going on down there. The other funny thing about the solar lantern is you can't charge it in the dark. Like the one type of place you'd want to use it, you can't recharge it, so it's gonna run out on you anyway. But I think if you could pair the solar lantern with one of the pistols, you know, the revolver or the autoloader, then it might actually be useful. Maybe make them less accurate. I don't know if you can do free dual wielding like that, because it still counts as a weapon, so you'd have to have it be able to come up on its own with the gun, which I don't know if that's too much for the engine. I really don't know the limits of this engine anymore. Shouldn't be wasting this ammo right now. See what I mean about misjudging their shots, though? I also missed there. I actually do have a lot of heavy ammo still, so just use the revolver. Alright, so now the gate is open, but we actually want to backtrack up here. We've got our first secret, so I'll grab another first aid kit, as well as some leather armor. And I think this might be one of the very few places in the game where you get to see a revolver model, since you start with it. So we got a pipe bomb there, got a shortcut here. So yeah, I assume this is where Bishop lived, and that's him there. And then, behind this, got another handy little secret. Not really much in here, though. You get an area map, which, as you might expect, fills out the map, but you don't really need that. Like, I feel like because the map automatically fills out as you explore, and you can't even freely, you know, move around the map, it just moves where your cursor is, that it's not that helpful to have that. Though it does kind of tell you the direction to go in, at least. You know, it gives you an idea of places you missed. Alright, so we're gonna save. $100 100. Looking good. And as was mentioned in town, we follow the white arrows to get to the other side. By Kurt. I couldn't remember the bartender's name for a sec, but it is just Kurt Russell. So it wants us to go down that way, but we're going to head through here first. really easy to get these guys to infight with the pit fiends. I guess because, you know, they don't have guns, so they always get in the way of the shots. Ow. Oh, son of a bitch. Remember when I had 100? What happens when you get a little careless? Guess we'll keep the shotgun out for now. I guess I have to go straight down here. Alright. Let's take it slow so we don't get jumped by any mutants. Actually, I don't think he can actually hop up here. But it's like I mentioned at the start, pit fiends are one of the enemies that I find I consistently have the most trouble not taking damage from. So here we have another collectible, after missing the first one. And you can see it's just worth 100 junk. Is this a reference to Artyom's postcard collection? Since in Metro he liked to collect postcards. Can use a med kit. I mean, it seems like there was a settlement over here as well at some point. And, oop. There's another secret here, but let's deal with these guys first. Alright, got him. So, if we hop up here, actually get on the railing, and sprint across the gap. So this is the ammo pack. I think it just does the same thing as the backpack in Doom, which is let you carry more ammo for every ammo type. I guess we'll have to find out. Oop. I think there's another thing there. No bullets or anything tucked away. Turn the power on. Something doesn't like the lights being on. So these are new enemies. I like these things because they're weird and it's not really clear exactly what created them. They're sort of like ghosts. And the old guy that we didn't actually listen to his full story would have told us about seeing one of these and how it just kind of floated in the air and then flew through the side of a building. They hit pretty hard, though. I like how, too, when you kill them, they slowly fade out as their meat falls to the floor. Alright. Thankfully there's not too many of those guys because they do hurt quite a bit when they hit you. Use another med kit. Try to go easy on those. It's one of those things where, again, near the end of the game, we're going to wish we had more stocked up if we run out. So we got the power on here, which opens up all these doors. And I believe this is entirely optional. I can't remember if you need the power for anything else, since obviously this is off the beaten path from where it wanted us to go. I think this might just be for the extra supplies. Alright, make sure we're all loaded up. Everything's good. Now let's head back to the main path. So I do remember getting a little lost in this level, but it's not too bad. It's not a super large level, it's just there's a lot of nooks and crannies. Alright, so let's head down here. I don't know if these are more of those spore pods, or if that's just graffiti of them. So we got a vent shaft there we have to climb in. And a door that used to be here. I like also the consistency that even for doors that don't work anymore, there's still the switches that would be there if it was a functional door, instead of just, nope, it works completely differently from the actual doors you have to use. Feeling fragged? Stim pack. Instant relief. This poor Archvile, it's just got a real migraine. None shall pass. So we need a bronze staff key to get in here. You never know when one of those might blow open a hole in the wall. More dead bandits. Honestly, I don't know how their gang is so large, considering how many of them we kill throughout the game, on top of the ones that are already dead. I feel like, much like predators in an ecosystem, there has to be a sufficient number of non-bandits around to sustain a large population of bandits, because otherwise, who are you going to raid? But I guess when you get big enough, you stop raiding and start demanding tribute. A lot of these down here. We also got a ghost. I don't know what the proper name for those enemies are. They're not listed in the posting that names some of the other enemies. They just kind of fall under the "and some other surprises" category. Uh-oh. Not too bad at range. I was just gonna sneak past those, but honestly, it's better just to kill them, just in case. And again, nothing hidden behind the waterfall. You can get up here and you might think there's something hidden you can reach, but I don't think there is. Like, I'm pretty sure that spot right there is just for the gas bags to spawn. As well as that one there. It's a very petite little subway car. You can hear a pit fiend, but it's in a different area. It's actually the door that we couldn't get through. Consistency. Alright, the arrow wants us to go this way again, but as always, better to explore every direction first. God damn it. So many of these fiends up there. The toxic waste dump. So this is an area where you can actually miss some important stuff. You only get one chance to do some jumping. Which is why I missed a section there in my first playthrough. So we're gonna make our quick save right here. I mean, I think there's a way to backtrack, but it's definitely not a very direct route. I mean, let's see, we follow the arrows here. Well, now I'm a little uncertain, but I definitely remember missing the hidden area in there. I mean, what do we got up here? We got the window where we saw these guys get murdered. And I think that's where we just were down there. The cannibal den. Alright, so let's head back to the toxic waste dump. Now, first, save again. We want to clear out anything that's gonna get in our way. Because we need to jump along these pillars, but this room is heavily irradiated, so the longer you spend in there, the worse you're gonna be. Jump and jump. Alright. So if you fall, you can't just climb back up. You have to go the long way around. Secret little group of mutants back here. Good opportunity to use a pipe bomb. These pit fiends on ledges are rough, though, because they can shoot pretty low angle at you. And we got a ghost. Maybe if Ostjock sees these videos, he can tell me what these are supposed to be called. So here we have what I assume is one of the nukes. It's pretty small, but you can see it's the Alpha and the Omega. The beginning and the end. And we can hit this switch to set it off.
That was disappointing.
You got a brute stim, which I believe is just like a berserker pack. I mean, it would be pretty dumb to just randomly press a button around a missile like that. I wonder what this does. Though I'm not clear how that button would be connected to the actual switch. Alright, we got another thing here we want to get. Nope, never mind. There's a keycard there, we want to try to grab, but you have to go all the way around to get it. This one's a little hard to get. You gotta, like, strafe jump.
Eat his flesh. I can deliver.
So in here we got metal armor, which brings you up to 100. Obviously I don't want to take that right now because I'm at full. Sean's got the shotgun, which is one of the tracks from the original Doom. We got a big meat in there. Guys are still not too hard to deal with. You just gotta sidestep their fireballs. Unfortunately, you can't just bully them with a jackhammer because they will bitch slap you away. Ooh. That was maybe a bad idea to climb up the stairs right in front of them. Splash damage still. Maybe let's hit him with another pipe bomb. There we go. Actually would have been better to trap him with it, using the secondary fire. He gave us a fuel canister, but we still don't have the weapon for it yet. At least we get another medkit out of that. And I don't want to grab the armor just yet. I want to wait until I at least am down to 50. That's where we need the yellow card that I missed. Oh, there we go. The Master Blaster, which, as we saw in the tutorial, is both a flamethrower and a fireball launcher. Alright, so this is the regular exit if we go that way. This actually is the what leads to the secret exit. But to do that, before we can burn it, we actually need to find the valve that leads to the gas. So, let's see, can we backtrack? I think we found a door that opens onto this room, right? Okay, yeah. So from here we can go all the way back around to the toxic waste dump. Now, the way the radiation works is there's a chunk at the start of the bar that is green, and if we stay in there, it will drain without damaging us, but once it goes over that, we start taking damage over time. Okay, we need to get to that golden keycard. Alright. Yeah, that's pretty much gonna be better to just die there. Where did I get exploded from? Because that's what killed me. I don't see another one. But it could be down at the bottom as well. Alright, what we need to do is we need to jump onto this. Jump onto that, and we're good. Now we head back up there. Let's see. Here. Grab the fuel for the Master Blaster. And turn on the flammable gas, which also opens these little cubbies. Where these guys were just locked away. Alright, so now you can see the gas is filling that hallway. And we hit the igniter. So I completely missed the gas, I think. I don't think I ever got the keycard in my first playthrough. And that was the one I had to look up later and be like, wait, where's the secret level? How do you get to it? And then we jump down the shaft. Flood stop. Thankfully, you can kind of swim, so we don't have to just die here. Surprised this water is not irradiated. Then we hop over here. Not too bad. I don't know where all these items that I missed are, considering I got all the secrets. I think there's just a regular section that I missed. So now we have the secret level, the Temple of the Dollar, which, again, I've never played. So this will be new to me when we head in here. But I think that'll do it for episode 4. Well, let's just find a good room to stand in here. Parking garage. Presumably this level is going to be a mall, considering the name. But I'm looking forward to checking it out next time. Until then, I've been Shadefire, this is still Ashes 2063, and I hope you'll continue chasing the signal with me again next time. Take care, everyone.